Yesterday was another big midterm primary day in 7 states, with the biggest results happening right here in New York.
A Democratic primary surprise shakes up the 2018 midterm elections.
28-year-old newcomer Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez shocked the Democratic establishment by defeating 10-term incumbent New York Congressman Joe Crowley.
She's right here. I can't let you know. She's looking at herself on television right now.
Yo, I get it, man. Look at that face. Look at that reaction. It's exciting. And I know it's been a tough year for everyone, so in case you forgot, that face means happy. That's what that is, yeah. And now, some people might wonder, why does anybody care about a congressional primary race in Queens? Well, first, look at who she beats. Congressman Joseph Crowley, right? He's a top-ranking House Democrat who was expected to one day take over for Nancy Pelosi. In fact, the Democrats saw him as a young leader of the next generation because he's only 56, right? You think this is a joke, but it's true. The rest of the House leadership are all at least 77 years old. Yeah. When you ask these people if they've seen Hamilton, they're like, yeah, we used to hang out all the time. Yeah, totally. And you gotta understand, powerful incumbents like this almost never lose primaries. But it gets even more surprising when you learn more about the person who beat him, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Nobody would think that a real BX Puerto Rican girl would be able to run for Congress in New York City.
28 years old, running her first campaign. She's a member of the Democratic Socialists of America.
Until last November, she was working as a bartender.
I speak like a girl from the block because I learned how to speak Spanish on the street.
Yo, this is so amazing, man. Not only would she be the youngest female ever elected to Congress, she'd also be the first member of Congress that talks like Cardi B. Like, this is so dope. She's like out there. I love it, and I love that she's proud as well. She'd be like, that's right, we're looking for health care, okay? Like, can you imagine her up on Capitol Hill talking to Mitch McConnell, be like, I don't think that that's appropriate. She'd be like, don't tell me what you think is appropriate. I'm not voting for you, all your bullshit. So not only would Ocasio-Cortez be a groundbreaker, but she ran on a heavily progressive platform that was really popular. Free healthcare, free college education, a federal jobs guarantee, and she wants to abolish ICE. Like, she's so left that she makes Bernie Sanders look like Mitt Romney. Like, it's insane. And that's part of why her victory was such a shock, right? She's far left, she had no support from the Democratic Party, and unlike her opponent, she had no big money behind her. Nobody expected her to win, especially not Crowley, because he clearly didn't even have a concession speech planned.
I respect the outcome of this election.
Crowley dedicating the Bruce Springsteen hit Born to Run to his opponent.
Yo, that's so embarrassing. No, because you realize he was so confident he would win that he even planned to perform his own Bruce Springsteen concert. Then afterwards, he had to pretend that the song was for his opponent. He was like, yeah, I dedicate this song to her. Okay, my next song also goes out to my opponent. All I do is win no matter what. Money on my money. I live in the building. Everybody hands go up. Understand that? Understand that? So for a few hours this morning, progressives were like, hey, maybe the future is not as bad as it seems. And the future was like, oh, you don't know me.
Breaking news today, Justice Anthony Kennedy, the crucial swing vote on the Supreme Court for years, is retiring, setting the stage for a fierce battle over the future of the highest court in all the land. When Justice Kennedy steps down at the end of next month, July the 31st, the court will be split, 4 liberal justices and 4 conservatives. President Trump now has the chance to give conservatives a solid majority, one that in theory could last for many decades.
That's right, people. Justice Kennedy officially resigned. And the reason this is so big is that Kennedy was without question the most powerful justice on the court. And not just because he can deadlift 650 pounds, but also because while he was generally conservative, Kennedy did sometimes vote with liberals, right? He voted in favor of gay rights, the women's right to choose, and affirmative action. And he was the deciding vote. Now, Trump will likely replace him with a justice who would discriminate and dismantle abortion rights and LGBTQ rights. And that sound you're hearing right now, that's Mike Pence having his first orgasm. Yeah. He's like, I cast you out, seaman! Yeah, and you know what? That's right. 2 jokes about Mike Pence in the same show. The only swing vote on the Supreme Court is gone. Who cares about anything anymore? I'm going crazy, people! Because remember, this is going to be Donald Trump's second Supreme Court pick. Because in 2016, Mitch McConnell stole Obama's Supreme Court pick. And you can hate the fact that Mitch McConnell did it, but the way he did it was super slick. Right? He did that shit Mission Impossible style. You know, he was in there, stole the pick, and he was out. Bob, 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 bob. And that's the thing we sometimes forget about the Republican Party. Although Donald Trump may be a klutz, and he's the pinky in every situation, Mitch McConnell is the brain. And I know it's sad to think about, and I know this news is very painful for a lot of people. It feels like for the next 30 years, America is going to change in a horrible direction. In some ways, it feels like all hope is dead, and nothing can bring it back. But my friend Punch over here is still going to try.